And now pizza.
Oh my god! I realized what this song is.
What?
Is this the song? You remember that episode of The Office where they had to make a commercial?
Yeah.
This is the music for it. This is the music for the commercial that corporate sent down.
They probably use the same license-free music.
Yeah, I think this is that like cowbell in the beginning. It's very distinctive.
I don't know. I'd be really surprised if it was the same exact music, but it may be. Because like Brian said, I just looked up. Great music.
We're not live yet.
We are going out on audio, but not video. The sexiness is still contained.
Dead silent in here. Love it.
Well, I like it, baby.
Already up to 2 viewers, and I'm only one of them.
That's a good sign.
Okay, I'm back. I'm almost dressed.
Ooh, the signal is strong today with my internet. Thank you, Cox Cable. 4 people are watching. God damn. This show brings them. This is a good time.
Who's that in your background, Angel?
I just typed in sexy old black man on Google and here, I'll let you see this is what he fully looks like.
Okay, I hate to get it.
Cheryl, did you get your tires straight?
Man, yeah. I literally have my car packed, so you can't even see out the back because we're doing this big tree planting day tomorrow. And I get it all packed. I noticed the car tire light was on. I filled it with air. I went home to pick up one more thing, and there's a flat. And so I had to unload the entire car to get the spare, reload the car, and then I went and borderline sexually harassed, but I got my tire fixed and repaired, so we're good.
All right, I was going to tell you, next Thursday I'll be at Priority, just in case you need to get your tire worked.
Oh, you know, I do love a priority date with you.
I got my tires worked on last weekend, on Saturday. And I was standing outside of Firestone waiting for them to finish.
Mm-hmm.
And the sky was just amazing.
Nice.
Like, randomly, a sky that I definitely would have missed had I not been waiting for my tires at Firestone.
Exactly.
So, you know, the pandemic's not all that bad. Or it's not all bad, I should say.
No. I mean, I had like a really bad experience, but literally people were really nice to me. Like when I had to fill up the air in my tire, the guy who was doing it before had left so much on it that I didn't have to pay for it. And then the old dudes that run the shop across the street put my tire on for me when like nobody's like so quickly. It was easy. And then I got the guy at Firestone to do it just for cash, and he was just like, pay me $10. And I just gave him $10 cash, and I didn't have to wait or anything.
You know what you just described? You know what you just described?
What?
Biden's America.
Biden's America. Biden's America. You know, it was
we got
you know,
15 seconds till showtime. Break, everybody, turn off your cameras. Here we go. Brian, it's all on you, man. Give me that sweet intro that you do so well. All right, here we go.
Broadcasting live from Norfolk, Virginia, Earprov.com presents Real Funny, the unstand-up
That was great timing, Brian. Wow, that's the best he's ever done it. If you're watching right now, you just watched and listened to history. History has been made. Welcome to Earprov.com and welcome to Real Funny. We are streaming live to Facebook, to YouTube, and to Twitch. Coming into your house. My lighting is doing weird things. Sorry about that. And we're very good guests. We're gonna come into your house, but we're gonna take off our shoes and not put them on the couch and that sort of thing.
We're gonna spray after we go number 2.
Right. Which that's an interesting thing. I did not number 2 before the show tonight, so I'm feeling a little off. I usually take at least 3 to 4 shits before the show because I get nervous. All right. Welcome. If Jesus, this is a weird intro. Welcome.
My bad.
He's chatting me up right now, and I feel lost without him. I feel unbalanced without him. Let's bring to the virtual stage, my co-host and co-producer, Brian Garraty. Get on out here. He introduced me, I introduced him. It works out, mutual masturbation.
Symbiotic relationship.
You look good, Brian. I say it a lot, but you look better and better every day.
Thanks. I've taking really good care of myself lately.
All right, we're gonna chit chat a little bit, tell you what the show is about, what Earprov.com is all about, and then we will get to the real and we'll get to the funny. We have 5 wonderful special guests, artists, comedians, just all around great people to share with us tonight for 5 to 10 minutes. Anything they fucking want. And we honestly don't know a whole lot about. In fact, one person we know very little about what they're going to do tonight, but we just have so much faith in them. These are our friends and Hampton Roads arts community people, so they're going to be great. Why are we here? Why are we here, Brian? What is this all about?
Well, speaking of symbiotic relationships, we have 3 goals here.
Mm-hmm.
One is to raise money for our local theater, Push Comedy Theater, but also on occasion local charities. Like tonight, we will be raising money for the local food bank.
Mm-hmm.
So all tips received will go straight into our bank account. And we will forward them straight to the local food bank to help families in our area in need. We also want to give local performers an opportunity to keep performing, to stay connected, and to stay creative throughout this terrible pandemic. And then Matt Cole and I don't want to lose our minds. And in order to stay sane, Matt Cole and I need like 4 to 6 comedy shows a week. It's kind of where we're at in our addiction.
If anybody ever doubts my co-host ability, that was perfectly stated. Those are our 3 goals, and give it up for Brian Garraty. Yeah, that's exactly what we're here for. All the way back, and I had to ask Brian, I was like, how many times have we done the show? We do the show every first Friday of the month ever since the pandemic hit, because we're live streaming, because where we're usually based out of the Push Comedy Theater in Norfolk, Virginia, it's not very safe to go in and like get drunk and laugh and breathe on each other. So no, it's not recommended. So we've been doing the live streams, and we've been doing this for 7 months now. This is our 7th
This show, which was one that we developed late into our process.
Yeah, some of the shows like Drunk Prov and stuff, we've been doing even longer than that. So we want to thank everybody who's watching right now. There's a few ways that you can interact with this show. One is to donate, just like Brian said. We're trying to raise money for the Food Bank of Southeastern Virginia and the Eastern Shore. The way I have it set up, once again, it is going to go to my bank account, but then I'm going to forward everything. All the proceeds tonight benefit the Food Bank of Southeastern Virginia and the Eastern Shore, which is powered by Feeding America. If you'll remember, back in December, on my birthday, I did a 25-hour, it's 24, but I had to go the extra mile, 25-hour live stream, and all that money went to Feeding America, and that's the same organization that powers the Food Bank of Southeastern Virginia. So donate, and if you donate, you will get a Nick Cage, which is right below me, right there, a sparkly Nick Cage, and then point above you, Brian, that will go towards our thermometer, our goal thermometer. We're trying to raise $300 tonight. And another way you can interact is liking the stream. You'll get a face off Nick Cage, which was my mom's favorite part of that movie. I think she made us walk out in the theaters on that one. And then share the stream. If you like what we're doing, share the stream with your friends. And I guess somebody hasn't shared in a while. There we go. Keys Ren. And you'll get appropriately a Con Air Nick Cage there if you share. All right, thank you guys. Is that the end of the show? No. Wow, we're actually getting some more and more viewers. So once again, you're watching Earprov.com's Real Funny. It's called Real Funny. It's an un-stand-up show. It's not just stand-ups doing their regular bits. It's comedians and also artists and people in the arts community doing whatever the fuck they want for 5 minutes. So it's kind of like Talking Heads, but also it's kind of not. It's a variety show. So tune in and stick with us. There's a lot of fun stuff that we know of, and then some stuff we don't know, and I'm excited to see what it is.
Fun fact, we do pitch meetings on Wednesdays before a Friday show, which is not enough time for us to ever say no.
That's a good way to put it. I'm messing with my camera because I looked like pale as a ghost, which I am actually pale as a ghost.
Which I feel like I do as well, but
I actually in real life I do look as pale as a ghost, but through camera magic I don't want to look that pale. All right, anyways, so welcome. I don't know. I think we talked. I feel like I'm missing something, but let's get to our first guest. Are you ready, Brian?
I am ready. I will disappear into the shadows.
All right, get the fuck out of here. All right, thank you, Brian. Brian's going to be in the chat. He's going to be moderating, so if you have a question or a comment or anything like that. Oh, Michael Yeager actually just quoted me, "Why am I here?" Great question for all of us. I agree. Or if you just want to say you like my hair, please write it in the chat and we'll shout you guys out. Okay, so, and speaking of Michael Yeager, he just donated $10, so that's how it works. Donate, thank you. Mike Yeager, he says, drinking wine out of an Earprov mug, belovedly yours, me. Thank you so much for donating $10 to the Foodbank of Southeastern and Eastern Shore. So if you go to earprov.com, there's a big link that says donate. So that's how you donate. And also at the very bottom is a merch website, which I set up. I didn't think anybody would buy it, but a lot of people have been buying mugs, Earprov mugs, and they look pretty cool. All right, here we go. We've solved for too long. Aha, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, your first guest of the evening. I'm going to introduce her, and then she's going to take it away. Cheryl White is a local spoken word and slam poetry legend. She's been performing her inspiring, honest, and relatable poems locally and regionally for a couple decades. Cheryl is a huge advocate of the arts in Hampton Roads region, including serving as the executive director of the former Glassfield Studio and part of the group that spearheaded the creation of the Neon, the Norfolk Arts District, of which the Push Comic Theater is involved in. When she's not killing it on stage or supporting local arts, Cheryl can be found biking around town, especially on her beloved Elizabeth River Trail. Give a huge, huge round of applause for Cheryl White!
Hello. Hi.
Great. Sorry, I don't. People may not have heard all of your bio. Brian said the music was too loud. I'll have to turn it down. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Cheryl, fun fact, is an OG Real Funnier. You were in the first Real Funny 7 months ago. How has your life changed since then?
A lot has changed since then. I think in the last one I told a story about love. Well, that just didn't work out. So now I'm doing other things like spending time with my mom and my family and doing work. But the biggest change, I guess, is that, I really like our president now. So.
Amen to that. Well, Cheryl is always very entertaining. I know sometimes she's a little nervous because she hangs out with all these comedians and improv people, but she's just as funny and interesting, I guarantee, and more interesting than I am. So give it up for Cheryl White. Take it away.
Hey. So. Thanks for having me. Please donate. People, donate. That's the first and most important thing about this show. The food bank is so important, especially this time of year. I personally have been thinking a lot about things that I've been missing. And it has been about a year, almost to the date, since I last was able to attend an art gallery opening. And I'm a huge art lover, gigantic art fan, and I miss it. I miss the free cheese spread. I miss the free, probably not so great wine that I'm going to drink multiple glasses of because it's free. I miss talking to people at galleries, but not really talking about the art either. It's a very strange, weird social setting when you're there, where sometimes it's about the art, but a lot of it is about people watching, and I miss it. I miss it terribly. And in fact, tonight, if it wasn't COVID, I would have been at the grand opening of a show that they're doing at Mocha down in Virginia Beach. They've actually shifted that to a virtual opening, and they've done virtual openings in other museums, including the Barry Museum earlier this week. Lots of great art. Please go out there and see it. But I've decided that I need to have that experience of being in a gallery. And this week, I so happened to find myself in a very unique collection. It is my mother's collection. And I fondly refer to this location as the W.M. Reynolds Gallery. It is located in an up-and-coming arts district of Ocean View. She is on the third floor walk-up of a condo. It's the condo that was behind the 7-Eleven in Ocean View that was torn down. So real easy to find, lots of open parking there. Definitely recommend coming down and taking a look at it sometime. This collection is refreshing. It really is about commitment, about the amount of focus that is needed to pursue and refine a theme of art for more than 40 years. Everything from, meeting artists, buying work for them, haggling for prices with street vendors and art fairs, but mostly her skill set really lies in monitoring the Kirkland's discount section. And she is by far the best yard sales thrift store finder that you will ever meet.
Nice.
Her collection is totally based around the theme of the beach. She is from Pennsylvania, married a Navy guy, and came down here and immediately said she was never leaving. And I get it. She has loved the beach her entire life. In fact, when we were kids, she would not take us to church on Sundays. We went to the ocean front. That was our church. And I am now, as an art historian, I really understand it. I understand the drawl of the sea. Those great ancient mosaics in Crete, and the sun-drenched lighthouses of Edward Hopper, the pre-Raphaelitic depictions of mermaids just glistening, that wonderful siren of song.
Yes.
The legacy of British tall ships gliding across tumultuous seas, and the wreckage of boats on shores just washing up. Even like the pink glow of Art Deco buildings in Miami. I get it. Oh, the sea. Fun fact, the sea actually owns Norfolk. So it's kind of apropos that she has a complete collection to this. But that's enough of me. I want to share some of the gems that are inside this collection. So I'm going to take you on a little bit of a tour of her pieces. You guys should all be seeing a wonderful, lovely space here.
Oh my God.
I did a salon style hanging for her earlier this year, just as a nice collection. I wanted to show you one of her most recent acquisitions. And when you talk about beach art, you really cannot go wrong when talking about lighthouses. They are by far one of the most iconic. And what I really love about this lighthouse piece, is that it's not just one lighthouse. It's multiple lighthouses on every side. It is lighthouses of all colors and types. It is also itself a lighthouse. And as you can see, a very, very valuable piece at $24.99. So really great find there. So many of those classic icons that are needed. So everything from the seagulls and seabirds, all of the wonderful sailing ships. Beautiful depictions. This one was purchased at Greenbrier Mall circa 1988. One of those wonderful frame shops. I must have spent hours searching through those. Lots of photography as well, images of really tropical islands and just this lovely just pier to nowhere. You just want to be sitting underneath that wonderful fronds. One of the other icons in beach art really is seashells. I mean, you can't go wrong with them. I mean, they can be sand dollars, they can be sea glass that's been wrapped. In fact, let me show you one of my favorite. This is another lamp piece.
Wow.
And if you want to talk about seashells, look, y'all, seashells like dollar bills. It just keeps going. It's an amazing filler.
Oh my God.
Also really love the background here where you're seeing the coral that comes through when it's lit. And I mean, I also love just the kind of recurring themes of these Adirondack chairs, just lounging under palm trees. Fun fact, when this window is not dark, that's a view of the ocean. So it might be gilding the lily a bit, but she definitely has been honing this collection for a number of years. I will share one piece that I do think is very important. If you notice here, this series of bottles. This bottle is actually a piece that I did together with my sister Crystal. It is filled with the sand of our childhood. This is the sand from 18th Street at the Virginia Beach oceanfront.
Nice.
As I mentioned, my mom loved to take us down to the beach on Sundays, and 18th Street was the prime location, a block away from the bathrooms, a block away from 7-Eleven, and we weren't allowed to ask Mom for anything. So it was a beautiful time. I have lots of sunburn stories as well. Man, just it keeps going. Wreaths of beautiful seashells, all different colors, gorgeous. I would like to show a really nice group collection that she has. I like to call this the graffiti art wall of beach art. So it's like kind of harkening back to the early paintings of street artists like Keith Haring's Mermaid definitely is inspiring those people that are making these wonderful signs, and also kind of recalling the great sign painters of the Ashcan School, and even those wonderful painters of great like seaside locations. Think about the Cyclone up in Coney Island. Really wonderful things. Oh, and man, you can't, the icons that are in these pieces, everything from anchors to flip-flops, that wonderful relaxed kind of way of life. And the mermaid. We can never, ever forget the mermaid. This message, I think, is just so poignant and true. If your eyes touch, then you are one step closer to being a mermaid. I might as well just start swimming away from here. There is much more to be seen in this collection, and I'm sure that you also have family members with wonderful collections just as great as this one is. I will like to show you one other image. This is my mother when she eloped with my stepfather Jimmy in Maui. So it's a beautiful love that she's had of the sea, and she's also taught me a lot about loving that as well. So I would love to take any questions you have. I think that there's also negotiations. If there are pieces you are really interested in, I would be happy to entertain some prices for that. And if you are also looking for a kind of a curated experience of your personal collection, donate, and I'll come by and talk to you about how your work fits into the greater art history lexicon.
A round of applause for Cheryl White, and that was so beautiful and so perfect. When the when the pandemic hit, I mean, yeah, the pandemic sucks, but one good thing is like a lot of these live streams, we get to see inside people's homes, and we get to see inside like our mom and dad's homes and all kinds of stuff. So that was really fucking cool. And we got a lot of great comments, and there are a lot of cool people watching right now. Taylor out there was amazed. She said, I need to talk to this girl's mom because my apartment is beach and shell themed, all from thrift stores. I might be her mom. Okay.
Yeah, she is.
And Michael Yeager said, "Sand of Our Childhood sounds like a coming of age story." My favorite comment though is from Donna Lewis, who was also on the show a couple months ago, I think. Donna Lewis said, "Glad to see that Ocean View is getting an arts district. Years ago, OV main arts were ladies of the evening selling their wares." That's awesome. Cheryl, you are so amazing, so talented, and some people have donated while you were showing off your mom's prized art collection. Erika Guess, one of our performers you'll see later on, donated $50 in honor of my fellow performers tonight. Thank you, Erika. Thank you. Danielle Perez, a famous Earprov performer. Danielle donated $10. Thank you, Danielle. Eva Lorraine of Terror donated $10 and said, "I want a Dave Garraty 420 tank top." Okay. That'll fit right in with the theme here. Dave Garraty is Brian's dad, by the way. There's Erika. Hey, Erika.
Sorry,
Kate, that's okay.
I just want to say I'm gonna get right on that tank top, Eva.
Okay. Kate. Oh, here we go. Kate and BC Wilson donated $25 in honor of Cheryl Snow White, and that is her actual real name. Thank you, Kate and BC. And Rick Nickel liked the stream, so if you like the stream, like it, share the stream. Cheryl, thank you so much. When she pitched this, like, she had such a great idea, and there's so much love and so much kind of like, I don't know what the word is, like cynicism, but also that was a very sweet, like, looking at that picture of your mom and Maui, like, there's happiness and nostalgia there.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Cheryl. Give it up one more time for Cheryl White, and we're gonna go on to our next lovely guest. And let me pull up this. Let's see here. Okay, so oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, here we go. That's a handsome man right there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage. I gotta pull this up. Where the fuck did I put it? bio. Nate Fender. Nate Fender is. Oh, here we go. Where I do comedies at Push Comedy Theater every few years. Interesting fact, I filmed myself jumping out of a plane to save a few $100s. Where I'm at when I'm not on stage at work, www.ario.com. Whoops. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the intro. Nate Fender. I exited out of the wrong thing on my thing. Okay, well, Nate Fender, I love his setup, and that is not a still image. He has such a sweet ass camera that, and a sweet ass microphone too. I am jealous. This is his first time on, but speaking of Cheryl White, the very first cast member, Suzanne Burns, is actually married to this handsome gentleman. So welcome.
That's right.
You're the first married couple technically on the show. So
whoa, how about that? That's fantastic.
Well, good to see you, Nate.
I just booked one for next month, though.
Wait, what'd you say?
I just booked one for next month, though. There's a husband from the of a wife from the first episode.
Thank you, Brian.
I'm going back to the shadows.
Yeah, go back to the shadows, Brian. But Brian did remind me to ask you guys. Right now, we're at $105 of our $300 goal, so we're a third of the way there, and we have 4 more special guests for you guys tonight. So that's fucking awesome. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And Brian reminded me to say that the food bank turns every $10 that's donated to the food bank into I think $40 or $60. I forgot that. Thanks for looking that up, Brian. So please keep donating while Nate is talking. He's got a great story for us. He pitched it, and he's got a cool technical aspect to it. So you guys are going to love this. Go to earprov.com and donate, and we'll shout you out. Ladies and gentlemen, Nate Fender, take it away.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I think it is safe to say that the last year has been a little shitty. And when we were thinking about this show and you all approached me, I was saying, I have something shitty to confess. And so what I want to say is that when I was about 12 years old, so let's say 1997, it was a hot summer day. I was living in Southwestern Virginia, and I was with my dad that day. I think my mom was out, and I was like, Dad, I really, 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 really want to go to the baseball field. Some of my friends are down at the baseball field playing, and he's like, gee, I don't know. I'm not so sure if you should be going out on your own. Out on your own. It's like, I can handle this. So he was like, fine, I'll take you down there. So we hopped in the car. He drove me there. I was like, yeah, I finally get some freedom. And he drops me off the baseball field. And a couple months there, middle of summer. And once you're dropped off at a baseball field with your friends, you can do what you want. It's amazing. But I have a slight issue that's been with me most all of my life. And I think this was the first year there was something that was a problem. So as we started playing baseball together, and it was my turn to hit, and I started rounding the bases, just having a blast. I was in mid-stride as I was rounding, and then all of the sudden, sweat pouring down my body. I was wearing my nice jean shorts, not pictured here in the illustration, with my tidy whities, as any 12-year-old in 1997 would. All of the sudden, it struck me. Something is just creeping up in my right now, coming from the tummy. It's IBS, and that's what it was. And I didn't know what it was, and it didn't tell me other than it was kicking and it was pushing me. I really, really had to go, and I was like, "Hey guys, what do? I stopped middle of running the bases. I was like, I really have a problem, and they kind of chuckled and they were like, "Look, like there's a porta-john right in the outfield there. You should really go check that out." I got there, and unfortunately, it was locked. And this is because it was the middle of the summer and there were no games, and we were taking over baseball time, and it was really nice. It was nicer than we should have been on because it was shut down. So I was like, I have a huge problem. What do I do? And one of my friends who's there, we'll call him George. Maybe George is watching tonight because this is really going to tie in. George is like, look, you can go to my house right down the street, and just, you got to go now, but knock on the door. My mom will be there. She'll let you in. And I was like, okay, thank God. So I took off down the street, and here I am again. Like, it's hard enough when you have an episode. I think they call them episodes. That's what I call them. You're going to go. And it's really just about if the longer you hold it, sorry to say it, the more explosive it becomes. And at this point, I'm running down the street and I have a decision to make. Do I stop in the middle of the road and go in my britches? Or do I use it as a form of propellant? And still go, but keep running. So I'm going one way or the other. I'm either going to stop and I'm going to go and I'm just going to feel really good about that, or I'm going to keep going and just hope that it moves me along a little quicker. Well, I decided to keep going. Oh. And so it's starting to fire off, mid-stride. I'm making my way. I stop a couple times and I say, nope, I have to keep going. This is a defining moment. I have to get somewhere. I need help. I spot my friend George's house. His mom is inside. I knock on the door. She's like, what seems to be the problem? And I was like, look, George said that I could come and use your restroom. She's like, yeah, no problem at all. Come on in. And one thing I have to say is when I entered the house, what I didn't remember was that it was a split level home. And you enter on the mid-level. There's nothing there. You either go upstairs or you go downstairs. And in this situation, the bathroom was upstairs. So she was like right after me. At this point, I realized that I was already done. I'd already gone. My diaper, I wasn't wearing a diaper, but effectively, the tidy whities had become a diaper.
Oh, God.
And it was, if you've ever had a whoopie pie, those are like those real nice fluffy. It was like that, but like much softer. And it was all packed in there. And at this point, I could start to feel some of the moisture leaking out of the tightly banded tidy whities that were on my upper thighs. And it was real juicy. And so she's like, you can go first, right? Like any nice mother would. So I take the first couple steps off the split level, and this puts my butt at face height for her. And all I could think, I was mortified, was, yeah, she probably knows. But I wasn't sure. So I was like, I had to roll with it and pretend that nothing was wrong. I hadn't gone yet. I was there to use the restroom, and I was there to use the restroom, but not in the way that you use the restroom. I was just there to use it in a different way. So I got into the restroom and I said, okay, my stomach's still hurting. I've already gone in my pants. It's starting to trickle down my legs, my upper thighs here, starting to make its way down. I'm wearing my jean shorts, not pictured. And in this situation, when you already have a full load and it's effectively somewhat sealed in by your undies, it's rather tricky because one, you're wearing shoes and socks, and you're wearing the real baggy jean shorts from '97, those Jinko half pipe situations, cut off half pipes, and you're faced with this. How do you go about this? Do you sit on the toilet and undress yourself and then you just kind of like let it fall in from the diaper, or do you take your clothes off and then you like lean over the toilet and try to dump it, or what do you do? So I got the jean shorts off, and then I was stuck with just waddling around, shimmying around inside this bathroom, and I kind of like tried to get to where I was standing over the toilet just a little bit, and then I eventually just kind of plopped on there, and then I kind of dumped it out. Cool. So I dumped a little bit of it out into the toilet, but I couldn't all of it. So the remainder, I had my satchel that I was once wearing, my dignity in my hand. And I looked around and I didn't know what to do because you can't flush underwear down a toilet. And I knew this much. I wasn't a smart 12-year-old, but I did know this much. I looked around, I looked to my right, and I see the window. I'm like, okay, there's a window. If that kind of goes to like bushes or maybe nowhere, maybe I just kind of crack the window and kind of throw it out the window. So I went over and I looked out the window. Well, it went to their deck. So it would have been like 1 foot down is like the deck that connects to their patio off their kitchen. And I was like, okay, well, I can't throw a big pile of shit out the window and splatter it on the deck. That would be pretty bad. So I looked around, looked to my left, didn't see anything. And I was like, I can't walk out of here holding a bag of poo in my hands. And then I looked down and I saw the little wastebasket, the one right there to the left of the toilet. And it had those little like really wonderful little like gentle floral water cups that you take one thimble of water in the middle of the night because your lips might be a little dry. They had kind of started to accumulate in the little tiny tissues that you use when you have like just a little booger. They were all there delicately placed into like a house of cards situation. And I said, I could just remove a few of them and just put my satchel of poo in the little wastebasket, and I could just, sculpt a nice little piece on top of it, and no one would ever know. And so that's what I did. What? And then I left it there, and I just kind of like delicately placed the tissues and little paper cups back. And then I made my way back out, and George's mother was there in the hallway down at the end near the entrance where she let me in. She was like, "Hey, everything okay?" And I was like, "Everything's great. Thanks so much for letting me use the restroom. We really appreciate it." And so at this point, no underwear. Now I'm wearing the big old baggy Jinko jeans. And I'm starting to chafe because it's 100 degrees outside, and everything was quite acidic down under, rubbing around in there. And I make my way back to the baseball diamond, and they're like, "Hey, welcome back, welcome back. Did you make it?" And I was like, "Yep, made it." And everything was great. Everything was great and very normal, and no one ever knew. That being said, to this day, I've kind of wondered what happened to that little bag of poo after I put it in there. Well, maybe this live stream will awaken some demons. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't. That's all I got, folks.
All right, give it up for Nate Fender. I have to say, I think he saved the best detail. We did have a pitch meeting on Wednesday, and he told us his story, most of it, except for the little cup thing, right? Like I didn't catch that part, and that's disgusting.
He mentioned it.
What's that?
Well,
he mentioned the little cup.
Okay, well, I must have missed it. Maybe I was too busy. I don't know, holding in my own shit. I don't know. That's a fantastic story. Thank you so much, Nate. And the audience was right there with you. We had a lot of comments.
Oh, great,
First off,
great.
Yeah, your wife, Suzanne.
Oh, yeah,
she's
she
watching.
knows.
She said that you actually wooed her with that story, and she's not kidding. Is that true?
Wooed and pooed. Yep. That's a.
Wooed and
I'm not.
pooed.
You know, I think part of the charm is honestly just being one with your poo and being open with it. Look, everybody does it, you know, and if we can all just talk about it,
Yeah.
then those emergency pullovers on the side of the road aren't that big of a deal anymore.
So this is exactly what this show is all about. Once again, this is not a stand-up show. This is the unstand-up show, a variety hour with, we got 2 guests down. Our first guest showed us her mom's really kitschy, I guess, seashell room. And then we just had a poo story. We got it all. And we're raising money for the Foodbank of Southeastern Virginia and the Eastern Shore. Nate, what else did we get in here? Oh, Mike Yeager loved, the longer you hold it, the stronger it gets. Love and IBS are essentially the same thing.
This is true. This is true.
Abba Samosa said, she hurts for 12-year-old you. Stomach and digestive issues just effing suck. We agree. Thank you guys for commenting. This is really great. Christopher Shuck is watching. He says, Timmy. Okay, that's cool. And donations. So Abba Samosa, who is actually my roommate, I know she's watching live right now, and she can hear me from her room, donated $22. I am donating two for Double Deuce. Did you? Oh, and then she asked.
Yeah.
Then she asked, did you use Adobe Character Animator? Because she's really into animation right now.
Oh, I don't actually know what I used. I found something online. I'll pass it along though.
Okay.
Animoto, maybe? Animoto.
Okay. Yeah. Pass that along because that was a really nice little touch there. So thank you, Abba Samosa. Cheryl White, who you just saw, donating $50 for George's mom.
Oh, poor George's mom.
And by the way, I agree. If you're watching right now, George, if you're watching, I'll give you a number to call in, and I want to hear your fucking voice. So thank you, Cheryl White. Dave Garraty fan 420 donated $5.
Oh.
Blaze it up after that story. All right, thank you, Nate, and
Thank you.
Suzanne
Have a
are
good
always
one.
welcome back on the show. Thank you so much for sticking around. All right, we have another guest for you guys, and once again, we're here to entertain you. We're also here to raise money for the Foodbank of Southeastern Virginia and the Eastern Shore. Right now, we are at $182. That's almost 2/3 of the way to our $300 goal. If we get to 300, I'll even up that goal. Everything is going to go straight to, once again, the Foodbank of Southeastern Virginia and the Eastern Shore. Feeding America is the group who funds that. It's tough times for everybody right now, but goddamn, it's tougher for some people specifically, and hopefully this is going to help out. Brian did confirm that number that we quoted. It is $60 worth of food. So for every $10 that we send to the food bank, $60 worth of groceries goes straight to those who need it. So that's really fucking awesome. And Chris Shuck asked, where do I donate to? Chris, go to the link, and Brian, can you go ahead and put it in the chat? You can go to earprov.com, or there's another long message, but if you go to, or long thing, if you go to earprov.com, click on donate now, and it'll take you there. There we go. There's the link in the chat. Taylor just donated $50. Thank you. That's $232. This is awesome. And the best part is we have more time to get to our goal, and we have more guests. Oh, that was a smooth segue. Okay, here we go. And I have the bios pulled up this time. I feel like a fucking idiot. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage is Jordan Burton. He's a teacher, foodie, and comedian with a spunky personality who's always down to have a good time and look good while doing it. I agree. He is a regular at the Push Comedy Theater and performs with his sketch and improv comedy group that we've featured and we love, Lemon Pepper and Sazon Comedy. You can check him out on Instagram at Sonic Jeb Eats. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Jordan Burton!
Hello.
Hey. And he got a new headshot. I updated that. He sent me a brand new headshot, I think from Noel Pearson took those. It looks good. You look good.
Oh, yes. Noel Peterson has me looking very expensive, very much like I'm not a payment plan type of girl, but I am. Noel, my bad girl, I'm gonna get you the rest of your money. Anyway.
Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that then.
It's all good, girl. We got the payment plan arranged. She's gonna get her money. All right.
All right. I think, Jordan, you are now our longest running guest. I think you've been on the show 3 times, correct? This is your third?
4.
Four?
This is my 4th time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, that's we always love having Jordan on, and he also has a special guest, which I think we should start billing him as well when he comes on the show. But I'll leave it to you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy Jordan Burton.
Okay, so before we get started, I'm just going to go ahead and bring on my special guest. You guys know him from my group, Out of Push Comedy Theater, Lemon Pepper and Sazon. Very talented comedian, very talented singer. You know, he's been on the X Factor, YouTube it. I'll send you the video if you ask me for it. But let's go ahead and bring him on, Mr. Day Day.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. See, I see you got your fashion judging hat on like I do
Yes.
myself, ready to give a good piece of critique.
Absolutely.
Because you know, if you have a hat like this, that means you're certified to judge fashion. Real quick, y'all, before, because I think me and Data have done this 2 times. We've never given our segment a name. And I was like, what do they call this when we do it? And I was like, we don't call it anything. But Data actually came up with a cute name. You want to tell the girls at home what the name of the segment is?
Absolutely. So we're going to call this segment Critique or Chic. Whether, if we love what you're wearing, we're going to call it chic. If we have some feedback, you're going in the critique pile. So really excited to do this.
We love it. And so it's 2021. Donald Trump is out of office. We're getting a new stimulus. Listen, vaccinations are rolling out. It is also Black History Month. So we're going to do something special. Normally we have people send pictures in, and we do have those. So we have Black entertainers that sent us their pictures to be critiqued. But we're going to start with a special fashion. So let's go ahead and share the screen. Matt Cole, if you can give me that critique music, please.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And let's go ahead and pull up the pictures. Oh, okay. They're right here. Okay. So first we're going to start with Black Trailblazer, Michelle Obama at the 2021 inauguration of Joe Biden, giving me a chic piece of superhero, like she's about to swoop in and save the day from white supremacy. I live for it. The red is giving me everything that I need. Ruby Warrior, giving me a good piece of Dora Milaje with threw a wig on top for the function.
Hey, Jordan. Hey, real quick. Yeah. Can you try sharing again? Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not working.
Oh, no. Okay.
There you go.
Perfect. Okay, now.
Oh, more music.
Like
all right. Go ahead.
Pretend like the picture was up with that last commentary I was giving the girls. Okay. So, y'all can see it though, right? We can see it?
Yeah, we don't see you though, but we see the...
we can see the picture though. That's all that matters.
Okay, good. All right, go for it.
Okay. That's good. We can see the picture. That's fine. That ain't
Nice.
no problem. All right. So, oops, child. Not my work email. Okay. So... Okay, let's get back into it. Okay, Day-Day, do you have anything to add to the critiques I was giving?
Oh, Day-Day's muted.
Oh.
How did y'all mute me? I unmuted myself. Anyways, I said at this point, literally this image could show Michelle Obama in the middle of the Red Sea being parted. It could show her walking on water, and she would still be the most interesting part of the picture. She did what needed to be done. Anna Wintour is proud. Book her cover. Just put her on there for next month. This is how you show up at an inauguration. To be completely honest, she really was just reminding people of the nostalgic feelings they had when she was in there the first time. And she just wanted to show you how disrespectful she can be by showing up and not saying anything, having her mouth covered and still being the most talked about figure at that moment, besides, of course, the great Bernie. So much props to Michelle Obama.
Yes, we love to see it. And you know what? For me, we're going to go ahead and give this look a 10. Matter of fact, we'll give it 2 10s. So she's up here twice. We'll give it a 20 because it is good. So let's go ahead.
She is chic.
Very much chic. Very much everything that the girls out here aspire to be at home. So let's go ahead and move into our first send. We have But bam, we have Miss Donna Lewis, who is actually the mother of Lemon Pepper and Sassone Comedy. She's the one that got us all together, got us doing funny things. She brings a lot of diversity to the Push Comedy Theater in Norfolk, making things happen. And here she is standing in all of her glory. Her 60th birthday was just this past November. Actually, real quick before I get into the outfit, girl, when I slid through to your function, it was socially distanced, had my mask on. You didn't cut into your birthday cake yet, and I had to leave before you cut the birthday cake. So if you still have some, girl, in the freezer, let me come over and get a piece. But anyway, let's get back into the
Strike
outfit.
that from the record, y'all.
Okay, let's get back into the outfit. It is good. She is giving me a good piece of purple rain, no prints. The silver shoe is giving me everything that I need. I love the jewelry that she has hanging around the neck. She looks very expensive. Makeup is beat. The hair, freshly colored. Everything is good for me. How about you, Dede?
It's the power pose for me, to be completely honest. She's giving me I'm every woman at 60, and we are loving to see it. Honestly, I don't want Peter to come after her because it does look like she skinned Barney, but she skinned Barney and put him to good use because that's a royal piece of purple that she got on. I want her to click her heels 3 times to put herself on top of Mount Everest because she is looking down on the peasants with that beautiful necklace and reminding them that she is the reason that they have all the great things because her tax bracket is so high. I'm personally here for it. I love the orange carrot top. Homage at the top is giving me very carrot cake at the top, which is one of my favorites. Really soft lipped on the lip. Honestly, this is a perfect look. This is definitely chic.
Yes, it is very chic for me. I love it. You know what? Let's go ahead.
And a little modesty in the middle. Not too much titty, but just enough to know that the skin is still there. We love to see it.
Oh, you're perfect. We love some classy cleavage. Okay, we love a good
classy cleavage. That's right.
Yes. We love a good piece of good tatas. Shout out to Erika Guess, who is coming up after us. If you've seen our previous fashion reviews, let's just go ahead. Let's move on to the next piece of fashion that we have going on here. Yes, God, this is Miss Jasmine. She is friend of Lemon Pepper and Sassone. She does the Diversity Jam show that we kind of do up here with Matt Cole. Actually, it's coming up next weekend, so tune into that for the girls at home. But let's go ahead and get into it. She gets extra points for that hat because, as we said previously, if you have a hat like that, you know what fashion is about. She's giving me a cute piece of floral for springtime. Shout out to Devil Wears Prada. We love it. We always love a good braid. Now we know that I love me some Brandy. I love me a good piece of braids hanging down. The skin is right. The blouse is right. The cleavage is just a right amount of cleavage to be classy. The leather pant for me. It's the leather pant for me. You know I love me a good leather pant. It actually makes me miss going out to the club in a leather pant and shaking my thing from until the dawn. But we're going to strike that from the record because we're focusing on her fashion right now. It's good. Do you have anything to add, Day Day?
Honestly, it's the Joseph and the non-Technicolor coat for me. It's the fact that she's outside, one with nature, real I'm getting back with my ancestors vibe. Listen, Maya Angelou would look at this look and just say, period. So I'm very proud of her on this one. This is great.
You know what? Yes,
very
I love
chic.
it. I love it. You know what? It is very chic. You know what? We are going to also give this a 10. The girls are doing what needs to be done this time around. All right. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and move on to our next picture. You know what, Dada? I don't talk about this. It's chic. It's a 10. I don't got nothing else to say.
Angel, period. Because that's a busted challenge waiting to happen, and that's all we're gonna say on that. Next pick.
Yes, I just want to talk to the girls at home about who this is. Very chic. This is Lana. Lana's probably sitting at home with the baby in her arms, still looking beat for the girls at home. Oops, child, not my word.
Oh my. Honestly, I just want to acknowledge the fact that she took her heels off because the girls were tired of it being on their necks. Period. And this picture exemplifies why.
Yes, let's go ahead and move on because nothing else further to discuss. Let's move on to our next fashion critique. Here we have also on the live stream, Mr. Angel Sanchez, friend of LPS, very funny. You're going to enjoy his set that's coming up. You know what? I not to shade the men at Push Comedy Theater, but the men at Push Comedy Theater normally do not give me the fashion that I'm looking for and the fashion that I need. However, Mr. Angel
Matt Cole aside.
Listen, Angel is giving me what I need, though. I love that jacket. I love a jacket that has two types of material on it. The hood with the denim part. He has on the white collar shirt that is classic. The beanie and the glasses, too cool for school for me. Sitting up there next post to that statue. I love everything about it. He's showing, you know what, men that perform at Push Comedy Theater watching the stream, go ahead and talk to Angel for some fashion tips for me.
It's the violet Willy Wonka blueberry bonnet for me. It's really giving us something we can look. It's the pop of color. I would say I like the white. It's very crisp. I don't want to zoom in too close, but it looked like he used starch and an iron, which we always appreciate. Oh. I would say he could let the top button a little loose, a little casual. Listen, in the year of our Lord 2020, we don't have to choke ourselves anymore to please these folks because we are keeping it casual but classy. But other than that, I'm enjoying the fact that it's streetwear on the outside, dinner party on the inside. It gets a chic from me.
It does. It also gets a chic from me. He's giving me a good piece of R&B mixtape album cover. She take my money. I'm in need. Okay, with Ray Charles sunglasses. We love to see it. Big up, shout out to Angel. It's a chic for me. Everybody's doing well tonight.
Absolutely. Well, I'm grateful we got to do this segment together because honestly, this might be the first time we didn't have to critique anybody for showing up here looking like Boo Boo the Fool. So thank y'all so much. Thank you for listening and thank us for speaking. Y'all be blessed.
All right, thank you. Y'all have
Hey, stick around. Okay, stop sharing the screen and give it up for Day Day and Jordan. I love that music too. That was so great. Oh, stick around, guys.
I'm right here.
There you are. There you are, Jordan. Do you have any other shows or anything coming up that you guys? Okay, thanks. Do you have any shows or anything that you want to promote that's coming up?
Yes, absolutely. Next Saturday, we have the Diversity Jam coming up. So Push Comedy Theater's Diversity Council, we reach out to different POC to get them into doing improv. That's actually Jasmine, who we just critiqued. She does that show with us. And just get some new awesome talent on. And we plan to take this when we're able to perform in person again to get some, get some people, more POC interested in improv. We love it. That's something that you and Miss Donna had put together. We love that. Also on the 27th, Lemon Pepper and Sazon, we are doing a Black History Month variety comedy show. So please follow us on Facebook and Instagram for that. LPS Comedy 757, Lemon Pepper and Sazon Comedy on Facebook. Also, I got to talk about it. So the podcast is coming. We're on the Renona release schedule. So it's coming though. We promise the podcast will be coming. That is going to be headed by myself and Day Day here. We have some guests. We have some interesting topics to talk about called The Zest. Day Day cut a fabulous theme song for it. I know you heard it, Matt Cole. Yeah. We're going to debut it to the girls pretty soon. And what better month to premiere this podcast than, Black History Month. So it's coming for the girls at home.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. And stick around for just a few more seconds because we are almost to our goal. You guys got us to $287 out of our $300 goal. So thank you. Keep on donating. We're almost to our goal. And if we get to 300, I might even just bump it up. And this is so awesome because all the money is going to go straight to the Foodbank of Southeastern Virginia and the Eastern Shore. Thank you. Plate Garraty Fan Fork 20 donated $5. That's a reach, Dave Garraty fan. Okay, and Mr. Sullivan. I don't know who Mr. Sullivan is, but thank you. Donated $50. Thank you. They obviously love what you and Diddy did, Jordan. And Patrick, thank you for liking the stream. There were a lot of fun comments. I think a lot of people from Lemon Pepper and Sazon were on here. Lana is watching, and Donna, Yasmin. They love the Skin Barney joke. I'm not sure that Donna liked that one, but we did.
But you look great, Donna.
I just asked for a piece of the birthday cake. So if you
I didn't say I loved it. I loved it. I was simply saying that we're glad that Peter didn't come after you, but I loved the purple. It was amazing.
Also, let's see. Suzanne had a comment that, yeah, you gave sheiks to everybody except for all the men at Push Comedy Theater got a critique. So you put all the Push Comedy Theater men on critique. So, yeah. All right. Thank you for that.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm just reporting the fashion as it's given to me.
What do we say? I don't make the news. I simply report it.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Give it one more time for Jordan and Day Day. And we'll see you back on the show. In fact, Brian and I were chatting, like, we should give them their own fucking fashion show. It's so really great. I mean, okay. So I have switched over to wine for my coffee. It used to be called getting crunk, but that's probably an old fashioned term. Let's see. Okay, so we have 2 more guests, and we have probably about 30 minutes left in the show. And you guys at home still have a chance to get us to the $300. Oh, closer and closer. Anonymous just donated $10 and said, Skinned Barney is donating. Okay. I guess that's... Well, she's anonymous. Okay, so we're only $3 away from our goal. I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and bump up the goal a little bit more. Keep on donating. Go to earprov.com, click on the big Donate Now button, and all the money is going to go to a great cause, Feeding America. We have 2 more guests, and anything can happen. This is the Unstand-Up Variety Show, so it's talking heads comedy stuff, but it's not a rehearsed act. They've never said this stuff out loud before. That's what the show is. Here we go. All right, so our next guest, music. Here we go. Is that the music? Yeah. Our next guest coming to the stage is gonna be Erika Guess. That's right. Erika is a Virginia Beach native. She's been writing and performing comedy with Push Comedy Theater since 2015. It was with Push she was awarded Musical Performer of the Year in 2019. She got a pushy for that. She performs with several groups, including Kamikaze, Mom Jeans, Charged Particles, and Oratory Fixation. When she's not on stage, Erika is an avid gardener, a marketing wizard, and a cool mom. I wish she was my mom. That's kind of weird to say, but ladies and gentlemen, Erika Guess. Get out here. Hey! Oh. And she's got her pushy. If you don't know, if you're not somebody who frequents the Push Comedy Theater a lot, we have our kind of like in-house award show at the end of the year on New Year's Eve, which is so much fun. We did it online this year because nothing will stop the pushies. And she got a pushy, which is literally, and she taped it. It's a box. It's a silver box, which is cut in half. It's falling apart. It
fell off my mantle.
And then a hot dog chewy toy, because they sell hot dogs in the Wiener Hole at Push Comedy Theater. Love the gloves. We should get Jordan and Day Day back on here.
Thanks. I can only wear one because I have to use my other hand for mousing. Oh my God.
I don't know how Jordan would feel about that. Okay, I've talked way too much. Keep on donating. Oh, actually, here we go. We actually just got up to $300. I guess with the site of Erika, they just threw in $4.20. Scarp Barity donated $4.20. Thank you, Scarp Barity. People are realizing now, I will say whatever you write in the comments if you go to earprov.com and click donate now. So don't make me say weird things like titty cat or whatever, but keep on donating. All right, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to raise a goal maybe to $400. We'll see. And Erika Guess, bye-bye.
All right, I'm going to attempt to share my screen. What, can you all see my my little drawing there?
Yeah, looks like a nerd.
It is a nerd. Okay, is that all you can see?
I can see you.
Okay.
Yeah, and the
but
nerd.
I don't think the people in the stream can see me.
They can see you.
Not that it matters. Oh, okay. Well, wonderful. Oh, I can see it on my phone. It's happening. Okay. So tonight I'm going to share with everyone, first of all, thank you, Matt and Brian, for having me on the show. Very excited to be here. And I'm going to share select highlights from the notes on my phone. Some of them will be entertaining, some of them will be informative, and some of them will make sense. So this first one is a nerd. I learned how to draw I taught myself how to draw nerds in approximately the 4th grade, and it came up in a conversation on Instagram recently, so I had to send this to my friend Noelle to prove to her that I could still draw nerds, and I think it's very impressive. So this is, I don't know if everybody knows, you can like draw things in your notes app. It's fun. This one says Scalia, jiggery pokery, pure applesauce. This is a quote from Antonin Scalia. He included this in a legal document. It was a dissenting opinion. I don't remember what it was, but I didn't agree with Scalia on many things, but I do agree that these are funny words. So I wrote them down in a note. These are the measurements of my kitchen. It is oddly shaped. It has like some weird angles, so I had to kind of measure it in sections. But the kitchen shares the same flooring as an adjacent guest bathroom, and I don't know if these measurements include the bathroom, so I'm gonna have to measure the whole thing again when it's time for new flooring. Suction, sparks, fracture. Found a what? I have no idea what this means. If anyone in my friend group who's watching remembers a conversation like this, please put it in the chat. Oh, this is a haiku I wrote about a gorgeous brooch that I have. It's this like rhinestone encrusted, it's a tiger, and it's like just the whole thing's covered in crystals. And so the poem goes, conjures old money, delusions of grandeur are my superpower. And I think that is evident. These are the measurements of my medicine cabinet and a bookshelf that I recently purchased. The medicine cabinet's still in my shopping cart. This is something my 9-year-old said last year, and I wrote it down because I never want to forget. We were driving and it was a full moon, and I said, oh, it's so dark, you can really see the stars and the moon's out. And from the back seat, my kid goes, in the denim of midnight. And I was like, oh my God, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. It's so poetic. And so now I feel compelled to like write the great American novel so I can include this in it. I love that. Again, I don't know what this one means. What color does it smell like? What temperature does it smell like? What food does it taste like? High energy or sleep? I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. Wet t-shirt competition referee. I think this is a list of sketch ideas. Directional dyslexia. Like you don't know your right from, I don't know. I don't know what Lily Buttons means either. But if Lily Buttons is out there, maybe she's watching tonight. Oh, this is a good one. I am changed. Things are different. This is important. I understand humanity differently now. I made this note to myself at 3 a.m. Over the summer. I had just had really great sex and I was not sober. And it was so profound and so good that I was like, I need to record this. I need to write this down. I need to remember this moment forever.
Whoa.
And so I wish I could express to you guys, this is the best I could do.
Whoa.
These are the colors that I have assigned mentally for the days of the week, kind of like synesthesia. Tuesday and Thursday are both green, and I think that might be more just the letter T is green for me. But if you guys have other opinions about days of the week and the colors that they make you think of, put it in the chat. I don't know why I wrote this down. Somebody brought an attitude to a gunfight, but then I thought this could also work in a dance fight or a weapons fight. Oh God. If your genitals could play a song, what would it be? And mine would play Reveille or the national anthem. And then I thought David Bowie's would play like his entire musical catalog plus Rocket Man from Elton John. Tom Jones, I don't think I'd fuck him as a song. I guess I would fuck him. My Chemical Romance, their genitals are mute. Sinatra's genitals definitely play music, but I don't know what it is. So if anyone has suggestions, put it in the chat. I don't know what kind of music Cyndi Lauper's vagina plays. That's why there's a question mark. Oh, but also I think the music does change as you get older. Like older women probably play music from Lilith Fair. And Genuine Pony is just the sexiest song ever. I don't know what this means, but I like the way it sounds. Laughter is my job. Crying is my game. Law is my profession. I think I was like brainstorming like marketing slogans for a lawyer, and I was just giving her, I don't remember exactly because I've never had a lawyer as a client. Next. Oh, I thought it would be really funny to have a team of improvisers called Ghostprov. And you edit scenes, like if things just aren't working and you need to edit, somebody on stage has to be like, and then they found out you're a ghost. And everybody's like, I'm a ghost. Woo. And like, that's the edit. We'll just kind of like, woo. Under pressure. When I'm at like a loud place and there's a DJ requesting music, I type it into my phone and I just hold it up to them. So I don't have to like yell in their ear.
Oh, that's smart.
And so I was requesting a song.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is the kind of oil that my car takes and I can never remember. Oh, how much time do I have left?
However long you want.
Cool. So one night my boyfriend was talking in his sleep. I didn't know he was asleep. We're like watching The Office. And I think I leaned over and I said, can you turn your light off? And he kind of comes to just a little bit and his eyes are half open and he says, spirited edge. I said, what? And he says, sharp egg. I said, what's sharp egg? What are you talking about? And he's like pointing to the closet in the corner and he's like, sharp edge. Sharp egg. And I was like, what is he? What's going on? He was just talking in his sleep. So one night, my youngest, he was about 6. And he said, Mommy, where's my like fancy clothes that I wear at Christmas? And I said, oh, they're hanging on the back of your door. Why? And he said, I'm going to put on my fancy clothes and ask my friend a question. And then he was like, where do people go on dates? And I said, well, are you going to go on a date somewhere? And he's like, yes, we're going to go to a restaurant or maybe on a hill where you can see the town, but I don't have any money. And I realized like we watch The Simpsons a lot. And like every time Lisa goes on a date, she ends up at like the top of like the hill overlooking Springfield. So that's what he thinks dates are.
Aww.
You take your best girl to the hill. And it doesn't even cost money. Oh, okay. So this is like I have like a running list of cute things that Reed says. He's my youngest. He's 9 right now. My favorite was he was a little younger and he said, don't take me to Chuck E. Cheese for my birthday because animatronics. Why'd you whisper animatronics? Because it makes it creepier. Oh, well, okay. He had already been to Chuck E. Cheese before. He just didn't remember because he was so little. Also, he loves things that glow in the dark. So one time he was like making crafts and he's like, I really appreciate this glow glue. Because we practice gratitude in this house. Okay, so this is my older son who is like, he's just a firecracker of a kid and he has like every opinion he has is contrary. So one day we're in the car and when he was little, he used to start conversations with besides, right? Like just halfway in a thought, like besides, because apparently he's been having the conversation in his head with you, but then he decides to vocalize it besides American Airlines isn't that popular. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, I've never really heard of it. I just saw it in a commercial recently, but I don't think everybody has heard of it. And I was like, people have heard of it.
What?
There's a line from Hamilton where Jefferson is like singing about how he's gonna like resign from his position, and he's like, "You can't put a fire out from inside the house." And as soon as Robbie hears it, he's like, "Wait, you can put a fire out inside the house if it's small enough." All right. Oh, and he has like very strong opinions about snow crab. He thinks that like he does not understand how a restaurant can stay in business with unlimited snow crab. He loves it so much he thinks there should be a law that everyone has to love it. And he's convinced that like everybody loves snow crab so much that they're going to abuse the all-you-can-eat policies.
Wait, how old is he?
He's 11.
Oh my god.
So yeah, his understanding of economics is pretty keen, you guys. This is the last note I have. So as I mentioned, my kids and I are Hamilton fans, and we listen to it a lot. And sorry, I have to pull up something else. So one day Reed was like, hey, what if it was like Hamilton but with food? And so we renamed all the characters.
Oh, nice.
And then I tweeted it to Lin-Manuel Miranda. But then I got an idea and I was like, oh my God, we forgot, what was it? Tomato Jefferson or Thomas Jellybean. And so I was like, hey, Lin-Manuel Miranda, what do you think is better? Daveed Diggs, like, can you guys weigh in on this? Because I need to like finish my list. And they didn't respond. And so I don't know if Twitter's like broken or if they're really busy. I know like 2021, well, like 2020 was very busy. But I do expect a response in 2021. I would love to hear what everyone else thinks. Thomas Jellybean or Tomato Jefferson. Put it in the chat. Thank you.
All right. Give it up for Erika Guess. Oh my God. And again, we had a pitch meeting on Wednesday and she was just like, I don't know. I kind of just want to share my notes on my phone. And we're like, yeah, that's great. I think anybody who uses a note app, they know that there are just some I have some crazy fucking notes that like, I've taken when I was drunk. I have no idea. And I'm just like, well, delete that. I'm never going to use that again.
Yeah. And then 4 years later, I still have notes that say, I don't know, found a what?
Yeah. Some of the votes are coming in. Derek Munn, who made our gorgeous Earprov logo, by the way. Tomato Jefferson. Eva Lorraine,
okay.
Tomato Jefferson. So Patrick C. Taylor, Tomato Jefferson is more in the ham/burger/bun pattern. Although Cheryl White, fellow cast member yours, says Thomas Jellybean. You're the one outlier. Okay, so well, congratulations, because we're up to $326.20. I upped the goal to $400. All this money is going to go to the Foodbank of Southeastern Virginia and the Eastern Shore. Thank you to, and this is a callback to Nate's story. Shout out to Whitey Tidy Lotta Poopy, donated $25. I love it. I'll say it live on air. There are a lot of fun comments. I have to say that the life-changing sex note, like I felt that. Like I think I've kind of had that in my life, but I didn't make a note about it. That note was powerful.
It took you back, didn't it? Like you get it. It's a universal thing.
I get it.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's see. Derek says Erika's all around awesome. We agree. There's some comments about what song does your genitals play. The instrumental part of Goonies Are Good Enough plays out of Cyndi Lauper's vagina. Fact, says Patrick C. Taylor.
Yeah, obviously. That makes sense.
A lot of snow crab legs. Michael Yeager says snow crab is a valid statement that the snow crab thought. Snow crab laws. I agree. I agree with them. Okay.
I think my kid might be a fascist.
All right. Thank you so much, Erika. We'll see ya. Love your one glove look. Okay, we are down to our very last guest. He's been very patient. If you watched Coachella, my live stream from my birthday in December, where we raised $4.3K. Yeah, we raised $4,300 to the Foodbank of Southeastern Virginia and the Eastern Shore. This guy, he won a Pushy for his performance as his character. So I can't wait to see. And this is one where he wasn't at the pitch meeting, but he said like, hey, I want to do something. And we're like, do whatever you want. And this guy is fucking hilarious. We've known him for a long time. He's a great, great friend. While he's performing, if he's making you smile or giggle, which I guarantee you he will, then go to earprov.com, click on the donate now button, and donate. You can put in a silly name or anything like that. Brian, okay, I'm going to read your bio, Brian. I'm going to read the bio. I'm just pumping him up. And by the way, he did not write his own bio, but I think it does speak to him. So, let's go to our last and final guest. Don't forget to donate. We're going to try to get to $400 because we already beat our $300 goal. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him. You love him. Angel Sanchez is a longtime local favorite sketch and improv comedian in Hampton Roads. He has performed all over the country with groups such as Absolute Uncertainty and The Dudes, of which I and Brian Garraty remember. When not on stage, Angel can be found cooking up gourmet meals and otherwise engaging in scumbag shit. So, ladies and gentlemen, Angel Sanchez, I think as his character, NASCAR Jones.
Hey, baby.
Hey, are you NASCAR tonight?
Oh, yes, baby. Always NASCAR. Always, baby. Always.
Okay, well, I'm just going to let you take it away. Once again, NASCAR Jones appeared in Coachella, the 24-hour live stream, and he won a Pushy Award. We were talking about the Pushies, so we have a lot of Pushy Award winners in this show. I will let him take it away. Give a huge, huge round of applause at home. He can feel your energy. NASCAR Jones.
Hey, baby. It's your boy, NASCAR Jones, your best friend, your lover, your procurer of gooey ducks, your future stepfather. And I'm just reading some of my materials. This is a Butt Band magazine. And it had me thinking, it is Black History Month, and I wanted to do something special for Black History Month. Hold on. I'm a little parched. Let me take some vodka. Delicious. And so with it being Black History Month, I want to tell y'all a tale. Because, sometimes, you can't be sexy all the time. Sometimes you got to be socially conscious. And with me being socially conscious, I want to help y'all. Because, us mocha and chocolate skinned and waffle colored fellas and ladies, we got a story. Before I begin, I want to shout out to my sponsor, Cento Tomato Paste. When I'm cooking gooey ducks and all other types of things for my lady friends and male friends, I use Cento Tomato Paste. So for Black History Month, I wanted to talk about, so you obviously probably know about the great and powerful George Washington Carver, the inventor of the peanut. I'm sure you know about him, but you probably don't know about his lesser known assistant, who happens to be my relative, my great uncle, Aloysius T-Bone Jones. And he is the inventor of the edible underwear. Let me get my sexy telling stories cardigan ready to tell this story. So, way back, picture is 1947 in the rural South. George Washington Carver, the inventor of the peanut, is doing all types of sexy experiments with the peanut, baby. He's making peanut butter. He's making peanut brittle. Sometimes I like to spread peanut brittle all over butts, but that's beside the point. George Washington Carver, his assistant, Aloysius T-Bone Jones, came to him and was like, "Hey, George, baby, how about we do something a little more sexy with our experiments?" But then George was like, "Sexy? What you talking about? I'm making peanuts. I'm making all types of things with peanuts. I'm making peanut clothes and peanut overalls and peanut shoes." All right, baby, that's fine and all. But how about we experiment with other things besides peanuts? How about we use, other legumes, as they will? How about we use other fruits? How about we use papaya or cucumber or maybe even tomatoes? Speaking of tomatoes, Cento Tomato Paste. That's what I use. Tomatoes? No, we using peanuts, and we're gonna spread them thin all over and feed all America. Feeding America is good, baby. But if you want to feed America, you need to sex them up, because after you eat, the only natural thing to do is have sex. Okay. I see. I pick up what you're laying down. Lay it on me. Look here, baby. We gonna take some of these fruits and some of these vegetables and some of these other legumes, and we're gonna turn them into underdrawers for people to wear around. Just walk around in these underdrawers and get all super sexy. But a peanut will just fall apart. Peanuts weren't made for genitals. Peanuts were made for eating and for building things. Nah, baby. So what we gonna do is we gonna mix the peanuts. It's like peanut butter and jelly and underwear and edible. It's like the perfect mix, baby. So we gonna put these on ladies and fellas, because it's the turn of the century, but Aloysius Jones is very sex positive. And so what we gonna do, baby, is we gonna put them on them and they gonna walk around in there all day. There's not a lot of air conditioning, so they're just gonna walk around, get all nice and sexy and drippy and sweaty. Just walk around in these underwears. Okay, keep going. And then they gonna go to a fine dinner with their loved one, preferably with peanuts. And then after the dinner, they gonna retire to their boudoir, if you will. That's French for bedroom. And they're gonna do all types of sexy stuff. First, they're gonna take the top clothes off. Top clothes. I'm writing it down. Top clothes. And then they're gonna take the bottom clothes off. Ooh, the bottom clothes. I like where you're going. And then after they take them off, there's gonna be the drawers. The drawers, you say? Yes. Can you not hear me? I said the drawers. There'll be the drawers, and the drawers will be edible. Edible. It might just work. Of course it's gonna work, baby. I'm T-Bone. Everything I do works, baby. We're gonna put them on there, and then you can be able to just bust the drawers off the genitals. T-Bone. Outside of me creating the peanut and all other peanut things, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard. Oh yeah, baby. So that is the story of T-Bone creating the edible underwear. And if y'all couldn't tell, this fine gentleman behind me, that is my great uncle. He is very shy, so you can't see his face. But as you see from his physique, he ain't nothing but edible underwear. And this will give him his shape. As you can see, I am the exact same shape as him, because I eat nothing but gooey duck and edible underwear. Yeah, baby. That is the story I wanted to tell. I wanted to thank y'all. Black History Month is very important, and it's very deep important to me. And just as important to me is Cento tomato paste. For all my tomatoes, in fact, I'm pretty sure you take this paste and turn it into edible underwear because it's a fruit. So, yes.
Okay, give it up for NASCAR Jones, aka Angel Sanchez.
Thank you, baby.
Let's stick around, NASCAR. My God, there's so much to unpack here. Got a lot of fans. Jenny says, please share the background music. I may need it in the future. Okay, all right. I got that. Also, she says, melanin, all caps. Awesome. Abba Samosa, I wish Matt Cole's mom would tune in again.
Oh, yeah, how's she doing, baby? How's she doing?
Well, she says you're treating her right.
Oh, yeah, baby.
That's true. I told my mom because, it was my birthday back in December, on December 19th, send a present. But with Coachella, I told her to watch because it's a big event. I'm trying to raise them a lot of money. And she tuned in right when Angel, I think, was like rubbing like lotion on his bare chest. And she was like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I don't know. She didn't like it, but I loved it. And that's why we have him back. Thank you, Suzanne Burns. She said, the tone of this is making me feel like tomato paste is a zesty brand of personal lubricant, and it may be. Do you agree?
Oh, yeah, baby. Because when you can cook with it, you can lube with it. You can lotion up your body so it looks all glistening. When it's melanin, folks, we need to not be ashy. So sometimes I like to take a little dab of the tomato paste by Cento, and just rub it on my elbows and my nether regions, and I'm good to go, baby.
Oh, Jesus. I almost didn't make it on Coachella because I laughed so much I was hoarse after NASCAR Jones's segment, and we were only like 3 hours in. All right. Well, thank you, NASCAR. Right now, oh, shit. I didn't even realize, NASCAR, you got us to our second goal. We're actually right now are at $405.40 and 40 cents.
Yeah, baby.
Yes. That is awesome. So I want to thank Joanne Higgins for liking the stream. We miss you, Joe. Steve Garraty fan 69 donated $420 for the kids. Julia Carver, I don't recognize the name, but she donated $75. Thank you, Julia. That's fucking awesome. Thank you. And Jenny liked the stream, so that is so cool. NASCAR Jones was our very last guest for the night, so I want to bring back on everybody. So get the hell back on in here, everyone. Give it up. A big round of applause for Nate Fender, Jordan Burton, Erika Guess. Where are my other people? I know we had other people on here. NASCAR Jones, Day, Cheryl. Cheryl might have had to go. This was such a really great show. Keep on watching earprov.com. This was, I mean, honestly, Brian and I were chatting all night long. This was exactly what we set out to do. It was a weirdo, unstand-up variety show. We got a little bit, other show, and we got a little bit of everything. We got a poop story. We got a fashion show. We got Black History Month. We got personal notes. We got a beach house. This was awesome. Thank you to my co-producer and co-host, Brian Garraty. This was his idea for the show. And thank you at home so much for donating. We surpassed our goal twice now, which is really awesome. All that money right after the show. Well, I'm going to probably drink a bottle of wine, but right after that, I'm going to send all this money to the Foodbank of Southeastern Virginia and the Eastern Shore. And I'm also... I'm going to buy, without that money, I'm going to buy out of my own bank account some Cento tomato paste for...
Oh, yeah, baby. Send it to the food bank.
Yeah, I wonder how much Cento tomato paste $400 buys. Where's that statistic? Oh, Jeremy Johnson. He is awesome. Jeremy Johnson just donated $25. He said, shit, I'm late. You are not late, my friend. That brings our grand tally for tonight to $430 and $40. This is awesome. I want to talk, if you like the show tonight and you would like some more fun tomorrow night, we have a few shows coming up. So tomorrow night is going to be Sober Saturdays. Whole different vibe. It's going to be more kind of a talk show, a call-in show hosted by John Regan Morton, featuring our friends Tiffany Siddiqui and Alfred Crane. They're going to be talking about their sober and alcohol-free lives. And you can call in at 917-426-6794. That's not my personal number, so don't try to like text me or anything that the kids are doing these days. That was weird. And then next Friday, I don't think I have this up, but there you go. Next Friday is going to be Drunk Prov, the opposite of Sober Saturdays. Exactly. We didn't do that on purpose. It's just how the program worked. But Drunk Prov is going to be the drunkest show on earth. And speaking of which, Jeremy Johnson is the patron saint of Drunk Prov because he donates beers from Commonwealth Brewery. And it's going to be fucking awesome. Angel Sanchez is in it. So that's going to be fucking cool.
Yeah, baby.
We're gonna play. I'm sorry, NASCAR Jones. And we're gonna play some short form games, like Whose Line Is It Anyway style games, and we're gonna fucking drink our asses off. And then, like Jordan and Day and Angel mentioned, we're gonna have the Jam, an improv comedy live stream celebrating diversity and inclusion with the Push Comedy Theater Diversity Council. I'm so excited about those shows. I'm excited about tomorrow night where you can call in and talk about sobriety. We have a bunch of fun stuff every Friday and Saturday night at 8 p.m. And then we also, I think, which sometimes is even more fun or as fun, is the after party. So I'm going to put a link into this Zoom room that we're calling from right now, we're streaming from right now, and you guys can join us. If you're a fan, if you're a friend, if you've never met us before, we want to see you, and we want you to tell us how well we did tonight. Keep on sharing the streams. Keep on being safe out there. We're going to live stream to the vaccine. The vaccine is kind of here. We're going to keep doing these shows. Push Comedy Theater, watch out. They got some really fun stuff on the horizon. We're going to be back in that theater very shortly. All right, I've been yakking too much. Give it up one more time for the cast. Nate, what? George's worst night. Did you get George?
The answer is 203.
Wait, what?
By the way, that's how many units of the tomato paste
Oh.
that you can get. It had $1.97 a unit. I just wanted to make sure that was clear before you left.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, that's a great way to end it. Thank you. This has been such a great show. We made $400 for charity. We'll see you tomorrow night for Sober Saturdays. Give it up for your cast. Come on into this Zoom room. We'll see you guys. Have a good night.